Members of Nigerian State in Zamfara State are scheduled to visit Kano for a special prayer. Federal government releases National Common Entrance Examination results. Gunmen kill 11 persons in fresh Kaduna attack on business. Federal government links recent petrol price hike to pay Pfizer's COVID-19 breakthrough. And on the international scene, Saudi Arabia offers 424 Nigerian scholarship. Hello and welcome to Svtv News. I am Osajoy Onyoza. Members of the Tijaniya sect in Zamfara State have scheduled to conduct their annual visit to the Zawiya Sheikh Abubakar Atiku Sanka Kano on Friday the 28th of this month. A statement by the leader of the delegation, Halifa Sarimbai Aliu Maikanti, explained that during the visit, the members appealed to offer special prayers and dua for peace and tranquility to continue prevailing in Zamfara State and the country as a whole. For more on the story, over now to our correspondent Fauzia Ibrahim.
Khalifa Sarimbai Aliu Maikanti enjoined the Muslim Ummah to always clear their minds of any evil doing and continue to cooperate with the state government in its determined effort to check insecurity and banditry in the society. The leader of the delegation explained that among those expected to go for the visit include some Zawiya leaders, Muqaddamai, Murudai, Almajirai, and many disciples of Sheikh Abubakar Atiku Sanka Kano in Zamfara State. Khalifa Sarimbai Aliyu advised those that are interested in the visit but have no means of transportation to come to Zawiya Karama Kofar Mani Gusau on Thursday for necessary arrangement. The delegation is expected to depart Gusau on Friday early in the morning. Fauzia Ibrahim reporting for SVTV.
Ladi Bala of the Nigerian Television Authority (NTA) on Saturday edged past 3 other contestants to emerge the president of the Nigerian Association of Women Journalists (NAWOJ). The election, which took place in Minna, the capital of Niger State, was keenly contested, with Mrs. Bala polling 439 votes to beat Aisha Ibrahim, who had 251 votes, while Chindaba Danjuma and Ruth Abubakar polled 85 and 48 votes each respectively. A joyful Mrs. Bala thanked God Almighty for the victory, while calling on all members to mend fences and close ranks now that the election is over. Other elected members of the executive include Deputy Vice President Lillian Obano, Secretary Helen Odofia, Assistant Secretary Yinka Bode Are, Treasurer Fatima Rashid, Internal Auditor Dorati Abilaga, and Financial Secretary Adeola Adekunle. Against the backdrop of all the efforts that the Borno State, under the leadership of Professor Babagana Zulum, to bring peace and development to the state following years of Boko Haram reign of mayhem, his Sokoto State counterpart has called on traditional rulers and people of the state to support him. Governor Tambuwal made a call Monday when the new Emir of Bama, Alhaji Umar Ibn Kiari Al-Amin El-Kanemi, paid him a courtesy call. Congratulating the monarch for his ascension of the throne of his father, the governor said, "You have the energy and the experience, given that Bama has been part of the epicenter of Boko Haram." For more on the story, Hawa Muhammad report.
He added that even though peace is gradually returning there is need for the paramount rulers of the area to continue supporting the government and to consolidate its peace process. Governor Aminu Tambuwal appealed to the monarch to give all the necessary cooperation to the Borno State governor in his effort to bring peace and development to the state. Describing the late Shehu of Bama, Alhaji Kari Ibn Umar Al-Amin Ibn Ibrahim Al-Kanami, as a great man and a statesman who served Bama Kingdom, his state and Nigeria very well, Governor Tambuwal reminisced that he will not forget his role in the Committee of Traditional Rulers in the fight against polio. That fight would not have succeeded, and for Nigeria to exist and become polio-free without the efforts of the monarch's late father and the rest of traditional leaders. In his remarks earlier, the Emir of Bama, Alhaji Umar El Kanemi, said he was in Sokoto as part of his familiarization tour since his installation recently after the death of his father. He said his late father has cordial working relationship with the government and people of Sokoto State, thus making him feel duty-bound to visit the governor in order to pay his respect and thank him most sincerely for the help and cooperation he extended to his late father. Hawa Muhammad reporting for SVTV News.
Nigeria former President Olusegun Obasanjo has severely attacked Nigeria current President Muhammadu Buhari. The ex-president said Buhari has divided the nation with his poor understanding of the dynamics of internal politics. The former president made his feeling about Buhari's administration known in a three-page statement released weeks ago. In a statement titled The Way Out, a clarion call for coalition of Nigerian movement, former President Olusegun Obasanjo pointed out major failings of the Buhari administration, particularly in the area of economic prosperity. For more on the story, over now to our correspondent Shehu Magaji.
He said the president has performed below the expectations of Nigerians and asked him to take a back seat and help the nation from the sidelines while someone else takes over. General Obasanjo, retired, said President Buhari needs a dignified and honorable dismount from the horse. He needs to have time to reflect, refurbish physically and recoup. Former President also faulted Muhammadu Buhari for appearing to exhibit nepotic interest and further stated that Buhari administration is quack and known for not taking responsibility for issues. He stated that there are three other areas where President Buhari has come out more glaringly than most of us talk we know about him. One is nepotic deployment bordering on clannishness and the inability to bring discipline to bear on errant members of his nepotic court. This has grave consequences on performance of his government to the detriment of the nation. General Obasanjo further revealed that in Buhari government it appears that national interest was being sacrificed on the altar of nepotic. Shehu Magaji reporting for SBTV News.
The federal government, through the National Examination Council (NECO), has released the 2020/2021 National Common Entrance Examination result, paging the national cut-off mark at 142. Announcing the result as presented by the registrar of NECO at a news conference in Abuja, the Minister of Education Adamu said a total of 70,580 candidates sat for the examination nationwide, out of which 24,416 candidates passed with a minimum score of 66. The three students who recorded the highest scores are Umeoniagu Chinua from Anambra State, who scored 199 out of 200 marks, followed by Owanaman Oduchukwu from Enugu State with a score of 198, and Salam Mariam Adiremilekun from Lagos State, who scored 197 marks. Although 16,713 candidates were said to be absent from the examination due to the NSAS protests that rocked the country recently, the Minister of Education ordered a comprehensive investigation on the absence of such a huge number of students. The National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) is in image crisis over reports of some corps members testing positive to COVID-19 in some orientation camps in Lagos, Kano, and FCT. The NYSC coordinator in Kano State, Hajia Aisha Tata, had said on Monday that 2 new corps members out of the 826 posted to the state have tested positive for COVID-19. She said this on Monday while briefing newsmen after the swearing-in of the 2020 Batch B Stream A corps members. For more on the story, over now to our correspondent Samira Ibrahim.
Similarly, NYSC Coordinator Federal Capital Territory FCT Walida Isa said 5 prospective corps members have tested positive for COVID-19. She said this during the swearing-in of the 2020 Batch B Stream 1 corps members on Monday in Abuja. Hajia Walida Isa said that 858 corps members were tested for COVID-19 and out of the number, 5 of them were positive. However, the NYSC Director of Press and Public Relations, Mrs. Adeniki Adeyemi, described the COVID-19 positive cases in the camp as fake, saying there is no cause for alarm. She described as the true position of things the fact that no corps member tested positive for COVID-19, either before entering or while in the orientation camps. It said the attention of management has been drawn to the news making the rounds about some corps members testing positive for COVID-19 in Lagos, Kano, and FCT camps. The true position is that no corps member in any of the NYSC camps is COVID-19 positive. Samira Ibrahim, reporting for SVTV News.
Governor Aminu Tambuwal of Sokoto State has tasked the Nigerian Defense College, Abuja, to commence an in-depth study into the causes of banditry, which has caused the state a lot of anguish in the past and recent times. Governor Tambuwal gave the NDC the charge on Monday when some staff of the college who led participants of its course 29 on a study tour to the state paid him a courtesy visit at Government House, Sokoto. According to the governor, his administration has candid interest in the college and would like to partner with it by providing full sponsorship for it to undertake a study on the causes of banditry and kidnapping in Sokoto State. For more on the story, over now to our correspondent Fauzia Ibrahim.
He further added that the door of the problems have caused the state a lot in terms of women's lives, properties, and loss of confidence in the security agencies in the state, which is very monumental. The governor said that they would not fold their arms and allow that to happen in the future, even if they are not there as leaders of the state, pledging that his administration will implement the recommendation of the study because NDC is one of the foremost think tank in terms of security and defense. In his remarks, the NDC's Director for National and Military Strategy, DNSM, the leader of the college stand for on the study of Sokoto State, Air Commodore Dauda Garba, and participants at the college had over the years undertook study tour within and outside Nigeria in order to assess contemporary issues affecting national and international security and development. Air Commando Dauda Garba added that 97 participants are presently undergoing the course at the college, comprising 82 Nigerians and 15 international participants. Fauzia Ibrahim reporting for SVTV.
Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, has stated that the dreaded Boko Haram sect caused more than $6 billion worth of destruction in the state. Governor Zulum disclosed this when he unveiled a 25th-year strategic recovery plan from the mayhem caused by Boko Haram. The plan is premised on agriculture, commerce, environment, healthcare, and human capital development. According to the governor, all government activities will be carried out in consonance with the development blueprint. He enjoined his advisor on sustainable development, partnerships, and humanitarian responses, Haji Mairo Mandara, to interface with stakeholders and collate their needs. Reports say that the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, performed the formal launch of the program. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has insisted there have been no discussions on the zoning of candidates in the 2023 general elections. The party's National Publicity Secretary, Kola, stated this while speaking on Arise TV on Monday. Mr. Kola was reacting to reports that the governor of Ebonyi State, David Umahi, was planning to defer to the All Progressives Congress, APC. About 11 people have been killed and many injured by bandits suspected to be kidnappers who attacked Albasu village of Sabonbrini in Igabiluku government area of Kaduna State. The bandits in their large numbers were said to have invaded the community at about 1 p.m. on Monday afternoon and opened fire on the resident, shooting in different directions, and the process killed many people and also rustled cows and other animals belonging to the locals. For more on the story, Sumaya Ibrahim reports.
In a statement confirming the incident, the Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, said security agencies are already pursuing the bandits in the area with a view to arresting them. The statement said that the bandits in a similar operation kidnapped 2 persons and killed one at Imaraban Kajura in Kajuru local government area on Sunday. It added that Governor Nasir El-Rufai had sent condolences to the families of the victims and prayed for the repose of their souls. Malam Aruwan said the troops on patrol around Chukun and Kajuru local government boundary found a corpse of an armed bandit who died of gun wounds, while an AK-47 rifle and other valuables were found beside the decayed corpse. Sumaya Dosa reporting for Svtv News.
Still to come your way is the business and the international news, but before that, a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. On business, Samira Ibrahim has more detail.
Welcome to Standard Voice Business Desk. I am Samira Ibrahim. The federal government has explained the rationale behind the recent increase in the pump price of premium motor spirit, PMS, also known as petrol. Mr. Timofey Silva, the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, said the hike is as a result of the announcement by an American pharmaceutical company, Pfizer, on its recent breakthrough in the fight against the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. He told State House correspondents on Monday in Abuja that the announcement of a COVID-19 vaccine by Pfizer triggered a slight increase in the price of crude oil in the global market. He said if one has been following the crude oil prices, he would have seen that crude oil prices went up a little bit as a result of the announcement. According to Mr. Timofey Silva, the pump price of petrol is directly determined by the price of crude oil in the global market. He stated that it was not the first time the government will be given the same explanation whenever the pump price of petrol changed in the country. The minister explained that the government took the decision to deregulate the sector in order to ensure its optimum performance. He said, when the price of crude oil goes up, then it means that the price of fixed stock has gone higher, which will also affect the price of the refined product, and that is why the product prices are usually not static, depending on the price of crude oil, which goes up and down. And that's all on the Standard Voice Business Desk. I am Samira Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and goodbye.
And on the international scene, about 424 Nigerian students are to benefit from the Saudi Arabia scholarship scheme to study various courses in the Kingdom universities. This was contained in a statement by the Royal Embassy in Abuja on Monday. The statement said the slots are part of the 6,597 scholarships that the Kingdom distributes annually to African students. The statement said 150 slots are also given to students from the Republic of Benin annually. According to the statements, for the links and conditions to apply for the scholarship, students are advised to seek information from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or Ministry of Education in their countries. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. Members of Nigerian State in Zamfara State are scheduled to visit Kano for a special prayer. Federal government releases National Common Entrance Examination results. Gunmen kill 11 persons in fresh Kaduna attack. On business, federal government links recent petrol price hike to pay Pfizer's COVID-19 breakthrough. And on the international scene, Saudi Arabia offers 424 Nigerian scholarship. That's the news on behalf of the production crew and Head of News and Current Affairs Department, Alhaji Ibrahim Garba Tunau, I still remain Musa Joy Unyoda. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.